Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Get up! 180! Here I come!
They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 61, match box,
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Ready. 15, 5.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Kill. Check safety. Hey.
Now Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, exit. Leo. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Get it.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 18. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you, boy.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
We own it. We own it. Flare. Check three. Let's go.
Throwing Jones. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Switch up. Hey, wahoo. Check my 45. You ain't got nothing. Hey, lock it. Check 52. Sponge. No. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Get ready. Get ready. Silver. Begin. Move.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18.
Alpha. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 49, check 49, check 49. You go tight. You go on. You got tight right there. Check 13. Check. Look, squeeze. Lucky. Let's go.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. He's going to go for it. They've got his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
First down, Giants.
Ready. Mike, 50 seconds. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just now.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Trotty. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Come on, 180. Bring it. Bring it.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Switch. Alert.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Check. Hard. Rush in.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Look at me. Go. Now. Fight.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. And they're not able to hook up in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Check 45 the money. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Stand. Shit. Slam.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Ryan Allen now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Smooth. Cut. Joker. Slam. Deuce. Shoot. Check the backer. Hey, lock it. Let go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3 pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone, you got 4. Hey, ball. Under crunch.
And the blitz does come. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Trubisky will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
After the sack, here's second and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near field at the 49. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
That's going to be a long day. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down.
Under 10, 10 down.
From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Alert, 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 alert. Safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Chopper, chopper. Yep. Yep.
Montgomery. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. 6 guys, check 6-5.
This is Barkley. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix, the former Packer, in on the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Go out. Check 31, check 31. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch twins. Watch twins.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Hey, check 24, watch 24. Get it.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They try again with Cohen. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Back's mine, back's mine. Mike's 50. Alert, 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 alert. Crunch time.
On first down, it's Montgomery, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
$20,000. 180. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 18. Check 24.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. This time, Trubisky will throw, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All day, every day, any day.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep it with Barkley on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He completes it to Tate. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rock it. Say it. Hey, watch it. Alert flag. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Giants, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.